Looks like we're on. Okay. Thank you for waiting while we queued up. Um, this is just a short little introduction to the new channel. I am Cindy the Great. 'Cause my name is Cindy and I'm great. So, I'd like to just give you a brief thing here. Yes, I'm running a kind of half-assed candidacy for the office of Illinois governor. I'm not going to win. I can tell you that much. But what I can tell you is this is the beginning of a movement. So when you, I'm going to start pushing for new voting, new voting standards, new voting things, because I think that what we're all here to do is be the change that we want to see in the world. So that's, I guess, the purpose of my being here. So please bear with me. This is not scripted. Obviously, this is a soft opening here. So I am running a writing candidacy thing for the office of the governor here. Ultimately, that's not the job I want. Nobody wants that job. I mean, geez, even the mayor of Chicago, who a lot of people think Chicago is the capital of Illinois. Chicago is not the capital of Illinois. The capital of Illinois is Springfield, where the Simpsons live. Um, we think. I don't know. There's a conspiracy there. What Springfield is it? Is it Springfield, Massachusetts? Is it Springfield, Missouri? Springfield, Illinois? There's a lot of Springfields, but the um, capital of Illinois is Springfield, Illinois, which is about 150 miles south of me, something like that. About 150 miles south, because I'm about 120 miles out of Chicago, and it's about 170 miles of Springfield, I think. So we're about 150 miles away from Springfield. So I might like to move into Springfield. Hey, I'll be glad to move into the executive mansion. If you want to vote for me and not J.B. Prisker or Bruce Rauner. I mean, we've got crappy choices here in Illinois. But then again, Illinois is a crappy state, isn't it? I mean, I know we could be a great state, but yeah, we're a pretty crappy state. So, but any which way, I'm just really filming this to say that this is the new channel. So I think this is what it's going to stay at. I mean, we look for a channel name here, and I think we figured it out. Cindy the Great. I'm Cindy, and I'm great. So and we're going to make America great again, aren't we? I don't know. I think that's the plan. I don't know. How can you? I guess I wonder, how can you argue with that? I mean, the slogan of the current administration is "Make America Great Again," but yet you get spit on if you wear like a hat that says "Make America Great Again." Now, I don't exactly subscribe to um, the whole thing with the government. I mean, we don't need it, and I think ultimately that's where we're gonna get it. Let me turn the light back on, because this is so unprofessional. It's not even funny. So, all right, maybe that'll work. Um, but so, um, yeah, we don't need a government. We don't need this. We don't need that. I mean, I guess when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, it's really just you versus the world, or me versus the world, or everybody versus the world. Okay, and why do we have to keep saying that? That's just the way things are. Let's just take it. Well, okay, taxes are what they are. You know, taxes are a part of life. Let's just do that shit. I mean, seriously, we need to change, and we need to change some fundamentals. And a lot of you out there are very much followers of a religion, and the religion is called statism. And I want to break you of that. So, But I think, there's steps that we have to take in order to get us there. So, I want to say this currently, that when you think about current events, the man sitting in the White House, President Donald Trump, is not. He's not the enemy. He's actually here to try and help. I mean, he's doing the best he can. I mean, if you heard the thing, he came out the other day, and it was it was an interview with somebody, or he's like, I feel all alone. And he's got it right, because it is the loneliest job in the world. So you should actually probably hire somebody who is alone. And maybe this is the first time that he's actually felt alone, because, I mean, he's got a family, and he's got, business, and he's got all sorts of things, but it's all about competition with the man. So, he's all alone. He doesn't know who to trust, and this is different from him, because he's actually not trying to make money. He's already made money. He's already made gobs of money. I mean, you all know about Donald Trump. I mean, he's got gobs and gobs of money. He never had to work another day in his life. Why did he do this? Why did he screw up our system? Why did he deny Hillary Clinton the rightful place as president? Because Hillary was a bad choice. That's why. And if you don't get that now, I mean, you're never going to get it. But I think you're ultimately going to see. I think there's things going on, and I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but if you go down those rabbit holes, you're going to find stuff. And hopefully if you find stuff, you're going to start questioning stuff. And you're going to say, yeah, she does belong in jail. She does belong in prison. And we do need to do this, and we do need to do that. It's still government, and government's wrong. But so far, I mean, I think that's my thing here. My thing is to try and break you, citizens of the country, or residents of the country, not citizens. Citizens sounds you're part of underneath the government. Just residents, just the people. That's it. I need to try and break you all of this whole mess we're in, where we have to have a government. Well, if we don't have a government, how will we build the roads? The roads that get built. Actually, the roads are already built. So we just have to figure out how to maintain the roads. We don't need governmental bodies keep trying to tell us, get out of your car. Your car is destroying our environment. Because the people who are telling you that your car is destroying the environment don't actually want you around anyways. I mean, they want to have their race of, billionaires, which is about, 500,000 strong or something like, I don't know. Look at the Georgia Guidestones. But, that's what they want. They're like, we need to maintain the population at this point because, the earth and stuff like that. Now, I don't subscribe to that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff underneath the ground. There's probably shit underneath the ground that I'm standing on, more than just concrete and rock. There's probably something I can use. Can I get to it? No, because there's homeowners associations and mineral rights, and you don't have that, and you don't have this, and you don't have whatever. I mean, I got in a conversation last week about somebody, and I was like, you don't own the house. I mean, yeah, the mortgage might be paid off, but you'll never own it because you still got to pay the state. So ultimately, you have to get rid of the central banks. And when you get rid of the central banks, then we can go back to lloydal titles and, sound money principles, because I really am not a big fan of money. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are like, we just got to get the money because the money can buy me this and I can look good and I can drive my big car, and live in my house and, I can be overextended. And yes, I do listen to like Dave Ramsey, and it's amazing to hear those phone calls. But we can do better. It does not have to be that way. I mean, I would be doing a lot better if the system were not rigged. If that hand was not sitting on that scale, Trust me. The real work that I do, and I work like, I don't know, 60, 70 hours a week or something like that. I mean, yeah, I should be making a hell of a lot more. But, unfortunately, right now I'm in an industry where, we're at the whim of other people and how much you're going to pay us to do this, because we can find somebody who'll do it cheaper. And that's why there's a high turnover in the courier industry or in the, and if you're an Uber driver, you might know it. If you're a taxi driver, you probably know it. If you're a truck driver, you might know it, maybe. But maybe if you're a truck driver, maybe you just don't care. You're just on the road and you're just like, okay, I make, $50,000 a year, and, they take out my taxes and I get my insurance and blah, blah, blah. And you have no idea what you come out with. But this is not, that's, again, we're getting well beyond what I want to talk about right now. This is just an intro video. So, Cindy the Great, if you want to, write my name in. If you live in Illinois, write my name in for governor. I'm not running in any other state races. I'm still actually probably deciding whether or not I want to run in 2020, for the big job. But you know what? I think I want the guy in there to keep doing the shit work that he's doing because it's a crap job. Nobody wants that fucking job. Nobody in their right mind would want to have the job that Donald Trump's got to do. Nobody in their right mind. So, and maybe I'm not in my right mind. And, well, actually, I'm about 12 pack in, so I'm probably not in my right mind at this point in time. So, but at least I think I'm making some sort of sense. So, I probably make more sense after a few than most people do without any. So, go figure. But I'm probably okay. So ultimately, this is a very, very soft launch, but probably look for my name on some sort of ballot for the top job for president of the United States in about 2024, because I want the current guy to keep doing his shit. And I have no sense in, taking votes away from the man, and, because I'm not part of a political party. And you know what? I'm against money. Money does not need to be in politics, and that just needs to be it. Money needs to get out of politics. So if you want to get money out of politics, maybe you'll support me. Maybe you'll just say, hey, you know what? That's what I really want. I want money completely out of politics. So you saw a YouTube video and you know what to do. Write my name in, Cynthia Priber. Write it in, Illinois ballot for the office of governor. Show the billionaires something. Granted, unless this goes completely viral, which would be awesome. And it won't, because I'm probably shadow banned and I'll probably get like 2 views off this. Maybe 1 view. I don't know. It depends on where I do it. I'm not really on Facebook anymore because Facebook, they don't want me. So I'm still on YouTube, obviously. I've really never been on Twitter. Maybe I should get on Twitter. I don't know. You tell me. But I'm not gonna promote it, and I don't want to do anything about that. I'm just saying I've got a better idea, and I think that's what we need is a better idea, for the direction we need to go, and ultimately the direction we need to go is no government. I don't know, put the government in the 10-mile square where it's supposed to be. And that's it. Maybe let them have obviously let them have their military, but that's not part of the Constitution. Really, they should, the government, the federal government should be confined to Washington, D.C., which is a 10-mile square, plus their little outposts. And they're not actually supposed to even have a Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, whatever. They should just have the opportunity to call up the militia for self-defense. And we need to get out of these wars. I don't want to bomb anybody. And you know what? A lot of people don't even want to bomb us. But then again, let's use what we have. We have leverage right now. We have, apparently in this country, we have nuclear weapons. if you believe that nuclear weapons are real, there is a sidebar to that. I mean, they might actually not be real. This might be one of the biggest jokes on history, but let's just say that we do have nuclear weapons. That's a great leverage point. So, why do you want to mess with us? You know, let us be us. We'll figure it out. We don't need that. We don't need the Chinese. We don't need the Russians. We don't need this. But, you know, if we're so willing, let's try and be friends with them. Let's try and show them different. I don't have much faith in China. They're going to remain communist ever. But actually, Russia, maybe we should, try and strengthen our relationship with Russia, because I think Russia could be a far better ally, in the future than the French. Fuck the French sometimes. I mean, Macron. Macron. I don't know. I mean, let him have flaky croissants. Who the fuck cares? But anyway, let's get back to state politics. So state politics, if you're tired of the billionaires running it, obviously Rahm Emanuel's on his way out. This, that, and the other thing, we're going to create a revolution. That's fine. If you had to ask me, I'd say probably you should vote for the guy who's currently sitting there. Vote for the Republican, because J.B. Pritzker is just going to raise your taxes, and more people are going to leave Illinois. But maybe you shouldn't vote for Rauner. I'm not going to vote for Rauner. I'm probably just going to write my own name in. So, and maybe you should just do that. And I'd be happy with that too. Maybe you should just write your own name in on the ballot. Request a paper ballot, check right in, and write your own name. Okay, that's what I did last presidential election. So, any which way. So, I'm Cindy the Great, and thank you for listening to the quick introduction. And that's it. Have a good night. Bye.